kind of house trance track. That's one thing that's been wicked so far this afternoon, is all the variety. It's nice that you're all doing different things. That's really important. I really like the vocal on that. The only sound I'm not that sure about in that track is the open hi-hat, and I think in a house drum beat, you've not really got that many elements that people focus on. You've got the kick, which is really obviously important, and then you've got the open hi-hat. I just think something a bit softer. It sounds quite kind of 909 sort of 90s vibes. I think it sounds a bit more tishy, like, might kind of offset that a bit better. Really like the melody. Just wasn't so keen when it changed voices. It's got that nice kind of staccato kind of sound to it, and then when the tune kicked back in, it's changed to like a different voice. But I thought the arrangement was great. The vocal really works. Yeah, the mix sounds pretty good as well. I think. Good work.
Yeah, I thought that vocal was really impressive, and I thought it was performed really well. But I thought there was a bit too much reverb on it, and maybe the delay was a bit too much. Maybe the delay frequency could have been taken out. But yeah, I thought it was such a well-performed vocal, but it was a bit too much reverb, and I didn't think it glued with the tune as well as it could. But I really liked in the beginning, I really liked that classic hat progression. But like Will was saying, the open 909 hat was almost too loud. I think it took up too much space. But it did sound really solid in the intro, and I thought the breakdown was really nice, but that drop definitely could have been emphasised better. But I really liked that monotonous dance loop. I really liked when repetition worked, it really works. So I thought that was really well done, but it faded out too much before the vocal, and I thought the track was actually ending. Yeah, basically, yeah. But it was very professionally done, and I thought that vocal was really impressive. I thought it was one of the best things about the tune, so I'd like to hear that. Really? Yeah, it was really impressive. So I think if that was brought to the front more, that could be a pretty big tune. I thought it was good stuff.
Yeah, definitely agree with all that. I thought it's really nice to hear people collaborating and getting involved with other musicians off the course and stuff like that, and not just drawing for like a sample CD or whatever for a vocal. So like top points for that. And I thought the vocal was really nice. Perhaps a little bit too high in the mix and perhaps a little too much vocal, but I thought it had a really really drew you in. And I like the fact that even though there was quite a kind of big kind of Euro kind of trance riff, it's quite a sort of eerie kind of like sad kind of feel to the vocal, which I think really works. I think maybe, I don't know if the producer's here, but yeah, I'll see the feedback on that anyway, but like, I know Dead Mouse might be considered a bit cheesy or whatever, but like, if you kind of listen to his tunes and hear how he makes the vocal fit, and I thought that kind of had a similar vibe, where it's like, there's a tune by him called I Remember, which is like, obviously like, massive, but I really like the way that it's like a pop song and a kind of a big Euro-ish dance tune as well, and like maybe listen to how he uses like sidechaining and stuff, which I'm not particularly good at myself, but I'm sure if you ask like Will, he might be able to show you how to make those riffs kind of pump and the vocal pump against the kind of kick drum and stuff, you know. But yeah, thought that had real kind of potential. It just needs a bit more work, but top points for the vocals and stuff, I think.